And thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. We continue to follow several breaking news stories at this hour, and we start with a high school shooting in Colorado. Evergreen High School is on lockdown after a person opened fire there. 3 people were shot and they were transported to a local hospital. Their condition is unknown. We do know at least 2 of them are students. It is still an active scene, and the ATF as well as the Denver FBI is responding to that scene right now. We will continue to monitor this developing story throughout this newscast. Also breaking here at 5, Jefferson County Clerk Bobby Holtzclaw has died. According to the county clerk's office, she passed away this morning at home, surrounded by family. Holtzclaw served as county clerk for more than 20 years, first taking office in 1999. She became the first clerk to successfully implement private voting for people who are usually impaired or physically challenged. She helped raise more than $500,000 for the WHAS Crusade for Children. WHAS Crusade for Children CEO and president says Bobby was a great friend to the crusade.
She was a great friend to the crusade and championed her office every year to do all kind of activities to raise money for the crusade. And Bobby was just such a great example of how it worked, and people would come together to want to do something good for the children in our community.
All Jefferson County clerk's offices were closed at 3 o'clock today. Funeral arrangements and Holtzclaw's cause of death have not been announced yet. And the other breaking story that's still developing at 5, Charlie Kirk, the founder of the conservative activist organization Turning Point USA, was shot and killed today. We now have confirmation from President Trump that Charlie Kirk died. The conservative political activist was shot during a student event in Utah. Kirk is the founder of the conservative activist organization Turning Point USA. ABC News with more of the details.
New video posted on social media shows the moments right before conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot while speaking at Utah Valley University this afternoon.
Just one shot straight into Charlie Kirk.
And I watched a fountain of blood come out of the side of his neck like a water fountain. And it was surreal. Everyone dropped, and I was like, where's the gunman?
Panic and chaos in the crowd as people ran for cover. Witnesses say Kirk was talking about gun violence when he was shot.
Everyone got down. Everyone was so scared.
Kirk is a massive voice in the conservative movement as the founder and CEO of Turning Point USA, an influential conservative youth organization. He's often sparked heated debates on college campuses across the country. His rhetoric has often been closely aligned with President Trump, who posted on social media to pray for Kirk, saying he's a great guy. Or police saying the suspect is still at large. Both the ATF and FBI are responding, the FBI saying they're closely monitoring the situation and that agents are on the ground there.
Multiple senior sources inside the West Wing saying they are in shock and disbelief. Sources also tell ABC News the president has postponed a dinner he had planned for this evening. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And as this story continues to develop, we will update you on our website, WHAS11.com, and our app, WHAS11 Plus. Well, in Clark County, police say they arrested a teenager while investigating a string of car break-ins. It was all captured from above, both the crime and the takedown. Investigators say the 16-year-old was caught in the act, breaking into a vehicle and then fleeing once officers arrived. Drone video shows the moment that police swarmed the area as the suspect tried to escape. Clarksville police believe that suspect may be connected to several of the break-ins, and earlier today, our Conroy Deluge sat down with Clarksville police about how this technology can protect neighborhoods.
Police in Clarksville had been receiving reports of break-ins in this part of town. So one night they set up a bait car and got their drones in position.
It was happening on such a consistent basis, we felt that we would probably be able to catch a suspect if we actually staged an operation.
As police stood out of sight, a drone captured this person.
He actually pulls a full sheet. He pulls the whole window out.
Moments later, surveillance turned into a pursuit.
It's actually kind of cool to see all of our vehicles kind of start to converge on that area at the same time.
Corporal Justice Kraft, a detective with Clarksville PD, says the suspect ran and hid as cameras from above followed him.
You can't hide from the drone.
The nighttime operation ended with the suspect in handcuffs.
We knew exactly where he was as soon as he started to flee from our officers. And if the drones give us any advantage, it's that consistent ability to be able to track an ever-evolving situation like this one.
This $50,000 plus drone was not utilized in last week's operation, but is part of a growing fleet that Clarksville Police and surrounding departments are investing in.
This is nothing new, This is something that is going to be a part of the future.
Corporal Kraft says they are still investigating the previous reported break-ins to see if there is a connection between those and this specific suspect. He also points to this as a reminder to families.
I think because this is a juvenile, we need to point this out. It's the age-old question of, do you know where your kids are?
In Clarksville, Conroy DeLuche, WHAS11 on your side.
And that teenager in the video remains unnamed because he is a minor. He now faces charges including resisting arrest, criminal mischief, and unauthorized entry into a vehicle. Well, some heartbreaking news from Iroquois Park, where police say a child who went missing last night drowned in a nearby pool. LMPD says officers responded to a report of the missing 6-year-old off Pikes Peak Boulevard around 8:30 last night. They'd also been informed that the child was possibly autistic, which immediately focused their attention on nearby waters. The child was found 30 minutes later in a pool. Police immediately initiated CPR until EMS arrived, but the child died at the hospital. A man is dead today after police say he was shot multiple times. LMPD says it happened around 12:40 this morning in the 900 block of Euclid Avenue, a few blocks north of Churchill Downs. There, officers found the man in his 30s who'd been shot multiple times. The victim died at University Hospital. LMPD is asking anyone with information to please use the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. A London, Kentucky family is suing the London Police Department after officers shot a man in his own home. The new lawsuit claims officers violated Douglas Harless's civil rights. It was early in the morning, the day before Christmas Eve in 2024, when police served a search warrant on the wrong home. According to the warrant, officers were meant to be searching a neighboring home for reports of a stolen weed eater. According to the lawsuit, officers were at the 63-year-old's door with AR-style rifles just before midnight looking for the weed eater. Police say they announced themselves before forcing their way into the home, where they encountered Harless with a gun. An officer opened fire, hitting him multiple times, killing him. In the months since, his family says they've been unable to get crucial documents and records from Kentucky State Police about the investigation. Well, now the family is suing, saying officers violated Harless's 4th and 14th Amendment rights. The man accused of causing the fatal rollover on Labor Day that killed a 12-year-old girl and critically injured her mother and infant sibling was indicted yesterday. According to LMPD, 34-year-old Ronaldo Gill hit another car on the Gene Snyder Freeway Labor Day morning. The crash caused 31-year-old Jasmine Simpson and her 2 children to be ejected from their car. Her 12-year-old daughter died at the scene, and Simpson and the infant suffered life-threatening injuries. Both conditions are unknown at this time. Gill is charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of assault, 2 counts of wanton endangerment, and 1 count of criminal mischief. 1 count for operating a motor vehicle under the influence, and 1 count of illegal possession of a controlled substance, and also for speeding and failure to wear a seatbelt. All right, let's go over to Mark Johnson, who's got an update on our forecast. It's looking good for Bourbon and beyond, Mark.
It sure is. We're going to stay mainly dry through the entire event beginning tomorrow. I had a couple of showers out there this afternoon. We'll show you that coming up. Right now, 79 degrees at the airport. Bowman sitting at 78. Same for Bardstown, 81 in Jasper, 79 in Madison. A couple of rain showers here and there. Here we go. Current temps, as you can see. Oh, you know that's rain-cooled air right there, right? Yeah, just between Louisville and Frankfort. Rain-cooled air in the lower and middle 70s. And there are those showers moving on through. Just light, just isolated, and now they're fading away. There could be 1 or 2 more showers overnight, generally between about midnight and 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So at 7 p.m. you got a 78 degree reading there. At 9 you're at 75. Comfortable weather, and it looks like for now we're staying dry. I think this little wave of showers going through is gone to our east, so we'll keep you dry through the evening. 1 a.m. 70, and again, anytime between about midnight and 4-ish a.m., there could be another 1 or 2 isolated showers popping up. So tonight we'll call it mainly clear. We'll mention about a 2% chance for a shower. 60 for the low. Outside the city lights, you'll be in the 50s. And let's show you, well, I'm going to show you the 7-day. Again, we'll try and keep everybody dry, but we are going to heat you up for Bourbon and beyond. All that coming up.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. Today, the Family and Children's Place Child Advocacy Center is dedicating a wing of its building to a beloved LMPD detective. Michelle Rush served with LMPD for over a decade as a member of the Crimes Against Children's Unit. She died in June following a battle with cancer. In her honor, the Family and Children's Place is naming the wing of its Child Advocacy Center the Detective Michelle Rush Investigations Wing. LMPD Deputy Chief Emily McKinley explained Rush's impact.
What she did for victims, what she did for kids, what she did for their families. You know, you talked about a true calling. She really carried that true calling that is so rare that these days in people, as far as their passion for service for others.
The building houses LMPD and Child and Protective Services. Coming up, Poland says multiple Russian drones entered its territory over the course of hours and were shot down with the help from NATO allies. And here's a look at your Kentucky Lottery. Jackpots, Mega Millions, $381 million, Powerball, $33 million.